Hello children, good morning. This is your 4th class teacher talking with you. I am going to teach you about animals. This is a poem written by Walt Whitman. Okay children, I hope you will enjoy the poem. The poet Walt Whitman is a wonderful man. He is an American writer. He wrote this poem. He explains about the friendship with animals which he cannot see among the human beings. That is all explained in this poem. In the course of the poem you will understand why he wrote, why he want to make friendship with animals. Okay children? Children, this is your course book. That means textbook. Okay, what is your first, in the previous lesson? Mystery Land. After that we have this lesson. When you open the book, you can follow me. Right children? Okay children, let me read the first stanza for you. As I show it in the camera, you can see the poem. As I go on explaining the poem, you can understand. Let me read the poem for you. The first stanza. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so calm and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. What is the poet explaining here in this stanza? He wants to live with animals. That means usually we live with human beings. But here the poet wants to live with animals. Because why? The reason is there in the second line itself. They are so calm and self-contained. They are so calm. Animals doesn't make noise. They don't quarrel. They don't make a fuss. They maintain silence. And they are also self-contained. Self-contained means self-satisfied. Like human beings are very self-centered. They are very self-centered and they are very unsatisfied people. But animals are not like that. So the poet is saying, I want to live with animals. I stand and look at them long and long. He says he is going to stand and want to look at them. He want to watch them. He want to observe them for a long time. Why? Because they do not sweat and whine about their conditions. You know what animals are doing? They do not sweat. They do not sweat and whine. Whine means here complain about their conditions. Human beings often complain. Like you say, no, I want that thing, I want this thing, I want a new dress, I want that chocolate, like children, you won't get satisfied with what you have. In the same way, animals are not like that. They don't sweat, they don't complain. So the poet is saying he wants to live with animals. Okay children, look at the stanza. I have written the meanings. Let us go to the next stanza. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. What are they doing? They do not lie awake. Awake means to get up. In the dark means in the night time. And weep. Weeping means crying. Animals doesn't wake up in the night times and cry for their sins. Okay? They do not make me sick discussing their beauty. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is mad with the mania of owning things. I will explain you what is the meaning of this stanza. See, sometimes old people or some young people, when they do some mistakes, they get repent. They cry in the night times. Suddenly they wake up in the night and they cry. In the same way, animals doesn't do that. That's why poet is saying they do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. అవి చక్కగా పడుకుంటాయంట, లేచి ఏడవంట రాత్రిపూట. And they do not make me sick discussing their duty. మనం పొద్దున్నే ఎక్కడికైనా వెళ్ళాలనుకోండి, అమ్మో పొద్దున్నే వెళ్ళాలి అని మనము we discuss about it and we feel a little bit lazy. But animals do not do that. They do not discuss like that. They are willing to do their duty. No one is dissatisfied, not one is mad with the mania of owning things. ఒక్క యానిమల్ కూడా డిస్సాటిస్ఫైగా ఉండదట. నో యానిమల్ ఈజ్ డిస్సాటిస్ఫైడ్, నాట్ వన్ ఈజ్ మ్యాడ్. నో యానిమల్ ఈజ్ మ్యాడ్. మ్యాడ్ మీన్స్ యాంగ్రీ. యాంగ్రీ విత్ వాట్? Angry with the crazy things going around them. Okay, that is the meaning of the second stanza. That's why the poet wants to live with animals. In the first stanza, what we have learned? First stanza, they are so calm and self-contained. Animals are, how are they? They are always calm, peaceful and self-satisfied. So he wants to look at them and observe them and watch them. And there is also one more reason for his intention to live with animals is that they are not sweating, they are not complaining. That is the explanation about the first stanza. In the second stanza, they don't weep in the night times about their sins and they don't discuss their duties. They are not dissatisfied, they are not crazy about the things or wrong things happening around them. That's why the poet wants to live with animals. Third stanza, no one kneels to another nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. One is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. As they show their relations to me and I accept them. See what the poet is saying here. Okay, no one kneels to another. ఎవరు ఒకళ్ళకి ఏ యానిమల్స్ ఒకళ్ళకి నమస్కారం చేయవంట, మొక్కవంట. నార్ టు హిస్ కైండ్ దట్ సేమ్ యానిమల్స్ బిలాంగింగ్ టు సేమ్ ఫ్యామిలీ, దే డజంట్ నీల్ బిఫోర్ వన్ అనదర్. Thousands of years ago. We have been watching animals from thousands of years ago, but they do not kneel to one another. And what happens? No one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. No one is respectable or no one is unhappy. No animal is showed unrespect to one another or no animal is unhappy with another. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. That's why the poet says he is very happy with a relation with these animals and he want to accept them. Rather he want to accept human beings, he want to accept animals. Last stanza, they bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass huge times ago and negligently drop them? So he is also saying that these animals show our qualities in their lifestyle. They also prove by living a plain life. So he wonders why these qualities are there in animals, not present in human beings. So he want to observe these animals and learn those good qualities. He also says, maybe I passed away and I did not notice these good qualities in the animals, but I want to notice and follow these animals, and more than he says he want to live with the animals. So this is all about animals, written by Walt Whitman, where he compares animals with human beings and he says animals are better than human beings. Okay children? Hello children, look at the board. I have written meanings. You have to learn them and by heart them and write them in your rough books. Okay, let me read for you and you have to repeat after me. First one, whine, WHINE, whine. Complain, whining means complaining all the time. Mania, Mania means craziness, madness. Tokens, qualities. Evince, prove. Self-contained, self-satisfied. Okay? You have to write all these meanings for 3 times. This will be your homework, children. Right? Okay. Now, one more time. Look at the board. Whine, complain. Okay? Whine, complain. Mania, crazy. Repeat after me. You can repeat after me. Mania, crazy. Tokens, qualities. Evince, prove. Self-contained, self-satisfied. Here, whine means complain. Who is not complaining in the poem? Animals or human beings? Yeah, animals. Mania means crazy. Who is not crazy in the poem? Human beings or animals? Yeah, animals only. Who has qualities, good qualities? Animals or human beings? Human beings or? No, animals, right. Evince means prove. Who is proving that they are good and humans are not better? Animals. Self-contained, self-satisfied. Who is self-satisfied here? Animals. Okay, children? Learn them, by heart them and write them.